So I know without even asking you, but please confirm it, that Canadian Journalists for Free Expression, Canadian Civil Liberties Association, Canadian Association of Journalists, PEN Canada, I know without even asking you that not one of them has said a peep because they believe in deplatforming now too. I guess I should ask you, have any of them stood up for you?
No, so far no one at all has. And if there is going to be a moment, I would hope it's now. You know, I guess less than an hour before you and I started chatting, Ezra, I was trying to track the Liberal campaign bus to figure out where the next campaign stop was because, like I noted, I'm not on the media bus. I'm not given a detailed itinerary. And I was pulled over by a Hamilton police sergeant who asked me why I was, in his words, following everybody around. And I told him quite candidly, here's why. I'm in media. Here's my name, my driver's license. I was very cooperative. I said I don't have an itinerary and I need to literally follow the campaign bus to know where the campaign is going. And despite this explanation, I was detained for about 15 minutes at roadside, long enough for the entire bus to get away. And, you know, I had to do a little bit of manual looking around to figure out where to go next, which is fine. And I don't take issue with the officer himself. He was professional. He was courteous. He was following orders. But I want to know which orders, because this does not sound like what we imagine in a freedom-loving country when journalists on assignment are literally detained at roadside.
That is so shocking to me. You know, you and I have traveled to the United Kingdom to study the case of Tommy Robinson, and we've talked about how far things have gone there. And I always enjoy coming back to Canada because it's not as bad here. But when you say that you were pulled over by a policeman with a gun and detained for 15 minutes, no charges, no suspicion of anything other than driving where the Liberals don't want you to, that is outrageous. Yeah. Now, you weren't thrown in prison. Thank God we're not there yet.
No, but I wasn't, and I specifically asked, have I done anything illegal? And he said, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
And then I still had to wait for several minutes longer to get cleared. And the thing is here, I understand, by the way, if you see a car that's following where the Prime Minister is, I understand that issue. And I put this back on the Liberals as to why they've allowed it to get to this point and really force me into a corner where I have no other way to cover the campaign but by literally following it.
Let me ask you one more thing. Our mutual friend, Candice Malcolm, who runs TNC.news, we love her. She's just great. And she's a new mom, so we don't see her quite as much as we used to before. But when she heard about your situation, she dropped everything and got in her car and ran out there. Can you give us, are you at liberty to tell us, if she had any luck with the Liberal press secretary? Was she at that meeting with you? What was she able to do, if anything?
So Candice and I actually did sit down with two members of the Liberal press team last night, and we didn't have any resolution, although we were passed to a very specific person at headquarters in Ottawa and said, contact this person. They're expecting it and they will respond. Now, we haven't yet reached anything in the way of a resolution from this process. But again, we were specifically passed off to another person in Ottawa, which means the local campaign team, the one that I'm actually trying to engage with, has completely washed its hands of me at this point.